So Jay dropped a post today about Tekashi 6ix9ine. And the thing that I want to say is, yep, you guys guessed it. This is another I told you so video. And you want to know why? Because I told you so. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then. BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. So apparently, yo, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so it does feel good to be vindicated, to say something and then it comes out the things that you say are correct. It does feel good. But let's get to the actual crux of the matter. And there's one major thing that I want to explain. That's all this video is going to be about. I want to make sure that I make it thorough so there's no misunderstandings. So when you notice I'm saying when someone takes my words and tries to flip them around, in actuality it'll be pretty obvious. So there's things that I could put in this video, but I'm not going to, because I don't want there to be any misunderstandings. Okay, so apparently 6ix9ine is going to most likely get either a year or time served. So I'm gonna explain this real quick. So do you remember last year around the time that 6ix9ine actually took his deal? 6ix9ine took his deal, I believe, on January 22nd or 23rd. I believe it was January 23rd. The court date was on January 22nd. We all went to court. I believe that's the court date where there was also the Curcio hearing with Shotti. And when Shotti was in that specific Curcio hearing, because the lawyer who he had used previously was then at that moment being used by, I believe, Mel Matrix. I can be wrong about this, but I believe it was the Mel Matrix's lawyer that was now that was previously Shotti's lawyer. They had to have a Curcio hearing. What a Curcio hearing is basically to say whether there's going to be any, that's when a judge determines if there's going to be any type of problems with the lawyers that two different defendants have on the same exact case, because one of those lawyers had previously defended one of the other defendants. So they had their Curcio hearing. At that Curcio hearing, Shotti brought up the fact that 6ix9ine's current lawyer used to be his lawyer. So that created a problem or an issue. At that day, when they went to the regular case, the regular court case, not the Curcio hearing, they had two court cases, not two court cases, but there was two different hearings in two different rooms that day. When they went to the other hearing that they had on a different floor, what the judge said is that that lawyer that was the lawyer that was previously to Shotti's lawyer, but was now 6ix9ine's lawyer now, they were going to have a Curcio hearing for him. They had a whole bunch of stipulations. I'm not going to go through it. That they were going to do what, and they were going to do whether they could determine whether there was going to be an issue or not. Okay, so hold on. The very next day, after his lawyer was removed from the case for for the investigation, 6ix9ine pled the very next day. So there could be an argument made that 6ix9ine would not have pled the very next day if his lawyer wasn't removed from the case. Another reason why I want to point this out is that's kind of proof that up until that moment, 6ix9ine had not told directly on anyone. To get the deal, you do have to say what part you played. You have to you have to say what part you played in it. You have to basically give yourself up. I don't know no other way to put it. So I forgot the terminology for it, so y'all gotta pardon me. I'm trying to keep a lot of things in my head right now so I could give y'all the timeline. So basically what happened was on that 23rd is when 6ix9ine, they had a emergency hearing, and 6ix9ine pled on that 23rd, right? I told y'all when this happened that there was a good chance that 6ix9ine was going to be getting off January 24th, 2020. I told y'all he was going to most likely get about a year. And they was going to, then when he comes to sentencing, they was basically going to give him time served. And he was just going to serve that 1 year. Now, check this out. There's another thing I'm going to explain that I said also. But I'm going to need a minute because I want to go over this particular new information a little bit more thoroughly to explain something. About April 3rd, 2018, a situation happened and Shotti gave 6ix9ine a gun. 6ix9ine in turn gave that gun to Fahim Walker. I believe that's Crippy. He gave that gun to Fahim Walker. Now, if 6ix9ine would have kept that gun and not gave that gun to Fahim Walker, that would have been a mandatory 5-year sentence. Mandatory 5-year sentence. But since he gave that gun over to Fahim Walker, 6ix9ine can't be charged that mandatory 5-year sentence. So for everybody that's mad at Shotti, understand that Shotti could have, in this case, in this particular situation, from what I'm hearing, Shotti could have did a couple of things differently and made life hard for 6ix9ine to get from under this specific charge. I'm not talking about any other charges. I'm not talking about anything else that's going down in the case. I'm talking about this specific charge. April 3rd, something happened, right? I'm not going to talk about the incident. There was an incident. April 3rd, Cafano Jordan, Shotti handed a gun to 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine then gave that gun to Fahim Walker. I believe that's Crippy. That charge that would have been that they would have received from that particular weapon is a mandatory 5-year sentence. Okay, so why is that so important, everybody says? Remember when 6ix9ine first got locked up and I told you that the feds didn't want him to begin with? The reason why the feds picked him up was in order because his life was basically in danger. And even more than that, he was speaking and he said a couple of things on the Breakfast Club that was actually going to mess up, especially if he continued to talk the way that he was talking. It was going to mess up an investigation. Now, I'm here to tell you also, I'm not going to go no further into it, but there's more investigations also going on. I don't know what the feds is doing with it. I don't know whatever. I'm not going to go into what these investigations are. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just telling you. Okay, so 6ix9ine basically isn't going to have to most likely go to trial. He's not going to have to go take the stand most likely. Because also, just so you can know, there was a joint conference in a large case inviting lawyers and the 6 defendants, Fuquan Lovick, Roland Martin, Aaron Young, Anthony Ellison, Denard Butler, and Kente McKenzie. They was in the courtroom, and the U.S. Marshals and enough evidence to have the conference moved from Judge Engelmeyer's usual courtroom to a different room. So there was so much stuff going on that they had to move from the regular courtroom to a different room. Now, the reason in which why I'm not going to go too much further in this, but the reason in which why all of this happened, what leads all of this, I keep telling y'all, Tekashi was not a target of what was going on. Tekashi can't even put any of these people really away. Tekashi knows stuff. All of them know stuff. But Tekashi doesn't know what the FBI, know enough to help the FBI get what they're going after. Remember, this investigation started before Tekashi got there. And the fact that I'm hearing, this is from a source that I'm hearing, that the reason why Tekashi is gonna actually be able to get let off is because of the one gun charge that he's now up from under, because Shotti had the gun, gave the gun to him, and then he gave the gun to someone else. So he's up from under that particular gun charge. And then at the same time, we're hearing that they went to court, and there was so much evidence that they had to move courtrooms. Think about that for a minute. Y'all think all that evidence came from 6ix9ine? You think all that evidence came from 6ix9ine? All right, so this is another thing I'm saying. I'm just going to stick to one thing, but I'm going to tell y'all another thing also, right? Because we're on a roll here. Another thing that you got to understand is, as far as the case against Kuda B goes, they have surveillance footage of Kuda B throwing away a cup, which they then gathered, and I'm guessing got either fingerprints or DNA off of, putting him at the scene of the shooting. They did not need Tekashi. They had proof that he was there before anybody was even arrested on the specific matter. The government also have a cell phone that they've been trying to crack. They also have coats. They have a leather, they have a jacket. It was said that Kuda B was linked to the shooting by a water bottle that he dropped on video surveillance. And in addition to all of that, see, I know what people were saying. People were saying, oh man, you taking up for Tekashi. You trying to make Tekashi look like he didn't tell. No, I'm pretty sure Tekashi told something. But my point is that all of this stuff that's happening to these gentlemen, or to these guys that's involved in this case, there's no way in the world Tekashi told all of this. It's just not possible. I want people to keep the same energy. I want the same people that was out here dogging Tekashi to have to admit, you know what? Even if Tekashi told, and I'm pretty sure he said something about something because he had to tell on himself. So even if Tekashi told, he could not have told all of this. That's just, I don't even know where people was getting. It just don't seem reasonable. Okay, so the MCC, but not the MDC, allows the defense lawyers to send in headphones. The MCC and the MDC is basically where they hold federal detainees. That's before you get convicted, before you get your time, before you get sentenced. They said that the defense lawyers sent in headphones because the MCC, but not the MDC, allows it. So if you're in the MCC, I believe they're saying that you're allowed to get headphones. If you're in the MDC, I don't think you get headphones. If you're listening to something on tape, everybody in the room here, that's it. The defense lawyers sent headphones to their clients to review discovery. 49 discs each. You trying to tell me that 6ix9ine, a guy who's haven't even really been with the team a year, had 49 discs worth, 49 discs worth of information and snitching for the government? It's just hard for me to believe. Also says that the government predicted that less than 3 of the remaining defendants will in fact all go to trial. So basically there's 2 people that might be going to trial as far as I know, for them and their family's sake. I don't know. One of them might beat it, because I don't know. We'll see what happened. I don't want to talk too much on it. As it might not seem obvious to y'all, but I really don't be talking on actual saying things involving with actual cases much. Other people might come on the program and say whatever they say, but I usually don't. So basically, the government is predicting that at least 3 of them are gonna go to trial. So we're gonna see what happens. I mean, pardon me, that at least 2 of them are gonna go to trial. So they're pretty sure there's a good chance that Harv is gonna go to trial, and there's a pretty good chance that Nuke is gonna go to trial. I hope if both of these guys go to trial, it's they have in their favor. I don't know. They've been listening to the evidence, 49 discs of evidence. So we'll see what happens. And leave it down in the comment section. I want to know what you guys think about this. I want to know even more importantly, all right? So check this out. This is this is not bash Shotti. I'm not bashing Shotti. Let's just be clear on this. I am not bashing Shotti. But my point is this. There's no way that 6ix9ine could have told all this. So there's a good chance that not just Shotti has spoken. And I have a good idea who wore the wire. People know who wore the wire. I don't know if I want to throw that name out there yet. But there's a good chance we know who wore the wire. I want to tell people who wore the wire, but I think I'm going to probably do it on one of our live shows. I'm going to have a couple of conversations with some people first. And not just gang members. I'm going to talk to some of my some other people, that fellow journalists that might or might not know who actually wore the wire. I know who wore the wire. And I just want to give people an idea on it, because at the end of the day, I don't want to mess up any case that hasn't actually went to court yet. And that's the main reason why I don't want to tell anybody who wore the wire. But I don't think it's pretty easy to tell. People want to know. So it's pretty easy to tell. I got more for y'all, but I'm not going to put it all in this video. This video has way too much stuff already. It's went a long time. I'm gonna apologize for being so slow in the beginning with the information, but I had to lay it out because this is a situation where everybody is calling this young man a rat, and everybody believes that this young man ratted. But still, when you tell me that there's 49 discs of information, how much do y'all really think 6ix9ine knew? Like, that's my point. And then if 6ix9ine was gonna, so basically Harv is in trouble for allegedly kidnapping 6ix9ine. So why would Harv go to trial if he was certain that 6ix9ine was part of the evidence that was gonna be used against him? Because realistically, if you go to trial and you have the person you actually did the thing to take the stand, it's over. So why is he so ready to go to trial? Is this really a fake out? Or is 6ix9ine not the person that pointed at him and he knows it? Anyway, let me know what y'all guys think. Leave it down in the comment section. I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.